No human being lives a Jannah on earth. You might think a person does when you see him or her with something that you don't have. But the reality is that every single human being without exception is struggling in some fashion, form or manner. Every one of us is being tested. That's what life is about. So there are certain verses that we should memorize and use so that we can, insha'Allah ta'ala, overcome these struggles. First verse, all of you know it. It's a rule that we should all memorize. فَإِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا. Allah never sends down a difficulty, except that along with the difficulty, there is a yusr, an ease. The meaning here, the same difficulty Allah sends down, He will send down multiple ease. So, if you are struggling financially, Allah is saying, don't worry, your health will be good. If you have a health issue, Allah is saying, you have loving family. If you have a family problem, Allah is saying, society is at peace. In other words, whatever difficulty you are facing, Allah is saying, I'm going to give you multiple ease that will make other aspects easy for you, even as you struggle with this difficulty. The second verse that we should remind ourselves of is, لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. No soul is going to be burdened with more than what it can bear. What this indicates is beautiful. Some people, they think, I can't bear this, it's too much for me. The struggle is too hard. I don't have what's in me. And to them we say, your Creator knows that you have it in you to overcome this struggle. You might not trust yourself, your Creator trusts you. You might not believe in yourself, Allah knows that you can do it. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها. Allah knows you have the strength, you have the courage, you have the fortitude, you have the iman. Allah knows you have the inner capacity and the external will to overcome this issue. That's why you're facing it. So trust in Allah, because Allah is trusting in you, in the sense here that Allah knows you can do it. Never does a calamity happen to a believer. Never does a tragedy occur to a believer, except that at the end of the tragedy or the calamity, the believer is the victor. The mu'min, the believer, is never a loser. The third verse of optimism, one of the most powerful verses of optimism when we're facing a calamity or a tragedy. Memorize this verse, Surah Tawbah. Beautiful verse. Say, Allah is telling you to say this. Allah wants you to memorize this. قُلْ لَنْ يُصِيبَنَا إِلَّا مَا كَتَبَ اللَّهُ لَنَا هُوَ مَوْلَانَا وَعَلَى اللَّهِ فَلْيَتَوَكَّلِ الْمُتَوَكِّلُونَ. Say, nothing shall happen to us except that Allah has already decreed this for us. Do you know what Mawla means? Mawla means the one who's in charge of protecting you. That's what Mawla means. Mawla means He is in charge of your nourishment. He is in charge of your health. He is in charge of your safety. That's what Mawla means. So if Allah has planned it and He's our protector, then surely the one who is our protector will protect us and guide us and manage our way out. Learn it from the mouth of our Prophet Musa alayhi salam. When he was fleeing, the children of Israel are in the desert. The army of Fir'aun, trained soldiers on horses, archers, the whole entire 9 yards. The military is there. And they're running and fleeing on foot. And they get to the Red Sea. And what do the Bani Israel say? The Bani Israel, they don't have that iman. Inna la mudrakun. Khalas, we're gone. Fir'aun's gonna catch us up. We're gonna die. What did Musa say? Memorize it and then use it. Kalla inna ma'iya rabbi sayahdeen. I have Allah. How can I possibly lose? Allah is with me. Inna ma'iya rabbi. My Lord will find a way out for me. That's what you call optimism. He had no weapons, no army, no training, no horses. Behind them is the mightiest military force known to man. In front of them is the massive Red Sea. They don't know how to swim. They have children, they have babies. The Musa says, no, it's not going to happen. I have Allah on my side. Allah will show me a way out. And what did Allah do? Allah showed that way out. When you believe in Allah and you put your trust in Allah, that's when the miracles happen. Every one of us, wallahi, we can experience many miracles in our lives. Wallahi, as Allah is our Lord, we will face and we will see those miracles, many miracles for our personal lives. Sustenance will come from a place we never expected. Help will come from a source we never thought about. And this is the reality of lived experiences.